Don't you hate it when the pizza restaurants that you go to, the Little Caesars, the Pizza Huts, they don't have any more breadsticks? Another way to solve that is to reach out to the teenage employee, call him the N-word, and then slap him. That'll get the breadsticks hot and piping hot and fresh right at your door. Well, that's what the 71-year-old woman did up in Michigan. Watch this. Yeah, it's a Little Caesars restaurant. They have drive-through windows. It's kind of awesome. But as you saw there, she reached out and slapped the employee, and then apparently a manager or supervisor came through real fast. He slammed that window open pretty quick. I don't think anything else happened with him. But if you couldn't tell, she did actually get out of her car at the drive-through window to get a good shot at this 17-year-old kid. Watch from the other angle from her rusty car. That woman's name is Rachel Sherman. Let's get the details of what she did there. She's facing charges after she slapped a 17-year-old Little Caesars employee in Enid after, I'm sorry, this is not Michigan. This is, I believe it's Nebraska or Oklahoma, one of these states. In Enid, after she ordered 2 pizzas and a crazy bread. Attorney Ronald Skip Kelly, attorney for the 17-year-old kid, said that after the 71-year-old drove her van up to the window, Sherman then started calling his client racial slurs. She proceeds to call him the N-word. She don't just call him the N-word, she prefaces with "you effing N-word." So she added a little bit of flavor to that. And according to the court documents, Sherman then asked the teen, "Did that hurt you?" When the teen replied no, then she got out of her van and slapped him across the face, hoping that that would hurt him too. In fact, it's gonna hurt her. He's shocked and he's traumatized, is what his attorney Kelly said. To intimidate and traumatize a child is about as low as you can go. Now, to add some insult to this injury, which apparently it wasn't that bad, but you got racial slurs, you've got assaults on this employee. What did the police do about it when he went home and reported this? The Garfield County District Attorney Michael Fields was not able to go on camera with KFOR. However, he told us that Enid police could not arrest Sherman because officers did not witness the misdemeanor with their own eyes. Fields said Enid officers had to pass the case off to the DA so prosecutors could conduct their own interviews before getting an approved arrest warrant through the courts. Now, they had the video. The police department had it, is what Little Caesars had it, is what Kelly said, the attorney. How many people do you have to talk to about when you see the person that is now the defendant doing everything that the victim said happened to him? Court documents also show that when the manager asked Sherman what happened, she said, "I harassed him like I always do." She later told police she told this to, that she was, quote, joking around with the kid. And then said, "You know how it is." No, how is it? How is it? You're joking around with the kid by calling him an effing N-word, then getting out of your car and slapping him over crazy bread. That's just how it is. I harass him all the time. So what you're saying is you do this continuously. This is an ongoing issue with you. You're a serial assaulter, and I don't know if it's a hate crime at this point, but when you toss around words like that and then go and assault someone, I think that pretty much lines up perfectly with this. And then admitting, I do it all the time, you know how it is. Think about the comfort level you have to have with the police, where after they're asking you, after 2 weeks of not arresting you over this, then you say, "I was just joking with you, you know how it is." And she expects the cop to go, "Yeah, you're right, we know how it is. Get out of here, you little youngster." No, that's not how it works. And it's a shame that it took this long for it to start working.